Hello, and welcome to the Loveology podcast, where we talk about love and life with laughter. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Jason.
He's the carefree one.
She's the serious one.
And we're married.
We have been since 2012, and we like to think of ourselves as a couple of loveologists.
Not because we are the experts, but because we just love love.
We enjoy studying and talking about it, so we thought, let's just start a podcast.
A place where we can share what we have learned about love, relationships, and marriage.
You can share what you've learned, and we can all grow together.
So here we are. Are you ready?
Let's get started. Let's get started. Hey, how's everybody doing? I apologize. This is the last stint of this road trip. We're still on this road, so voice still sounds crackle, a little crackle-lacking a little bit. But guess what? We still here. So, what's up, love?
Hey, how's it going?
I'm doing good. You shaking your head over there? You all right?
I'm good.
Oh, okay.
Lovebirds. Oh, man.
Yeah, we're some lovebirds. We don't have a couple today.
We have something really special.
This is unique.
We are special.
We
Yes.
actually have two single, ready to mingle individuals that joined us today to talk about our topic. What's our topic today, love?
Single? I don't know.
Maybe
The single life?
Maybe a single,
Yeah.
ready to mingle.
Yeah.
There it is. So let's start off with our first gentleman. Well, we'll go with ladies first. Ladies first. Who do we have on the mic today?
First.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. That's your name?
That's my name.
You gonna roll with beautiful.
I'm gonna have to roll with it, but no, Ciaira.
Hey, Ciaira. How you doing? Thank
I'm
you.
Fabulous.
First
How are
time
you?
on Loveology?
Yes. Well, yes.
On the
Not
show.
listening yet.
Oh,
but
okay.
Definitely.
You've been
Definitely.
listening for a while.
Definitely.
Real quick, what's your
First
favorite
episode.
episode?
The first episode is always the best episode.
Okay, I heard that. The origin story.
Mhm.
Okay, sir, what about you?
Hello. What's going on?
Okay.
Favorite episode?
Yeah. Well, who are you? First of all, we don't know who you are.
Okay. David Roby.
David Roby. That's a nice voice you have there, sir.
From Brinkley. That's how we do it.
So you've been listening to Loveology, I take it?
I have. I'm very proud of y'all. Y'all got a good podcast here.
Okay.
I couldn't wait to be on.
Okay, great. So what's your favorite episode?
I like the first one.
You like the first
I
one?
like the first one also.
Okay.
They're all good, but the first one does stand out. It does flow.
Because
The best.
for my listeners, actually David Roby was he was one of my friends that was in that Atlanta story. He was there.
Mhm.
So that was cool.
Listen to that, and I can visualize everything. Every moment, that guy that was me mugging, and you me mugging back, and
Right.
the whole spiel. It's another side story to that, but that's another probably.
Yes, a different podcast.
different podcast that happened.
So talk to me, love. How are we gonna get this day started?
Well, we go. How we gonna get the day started?
Yes.
Well, okay. Well, I mean, I guess we're going to talk a little bit about y'all single life. Thank y'all for being here and opening up to us. We really appreciate it.
Yes, because we
Absolutely.
talk a lot about relationships, marriages, engagements. We talk about boyfriend and girlfriend, but we haven't really touched on single life for a whole episode, have we, love?
Right. That's correct. So this will be the first time. So we'll jump in. We'll stick with the ladies first. And we're going to start with, why are you single, or why do you think that you're single? And just kind of give us some background on, how you came to this point.
You see some eyebrows going.
Yeah.
He wasn't ready for this question. Too early. You got to warm them up a little bit. So,
Wow.
Ciaira, why are you
Well,
single?
he's gonna, think about
We
it.
got to go straight to it. What's up, Ciaira? So talk to us.
It wasn't time.
It-
It just wasn't time.
It isn't time.
It
Like,
wasn't.
right now.
No, it is. It's the time.
It's
is here.
time now?
It's time is here.
Okay.
The time is here, yeah.
Okay, so everybody, Ciaira's saying the time is now.
Yes.
But beforehand, it wasn't
It
time.
wasn't time.
Okay,
It
so
wasn't
talk to
time.
me. Why
I had
wasn't
some
it
more
time?
growing to do.
Okay.
in my mind, I thought I was ready. But, you know, God, he has another plan. And
Yes.
he showed me. And, you know, I wasn't where I was supposed to be.
Right.
Period. In all areas with who I had a little playtime for a little while.
Right,
and I've actually been married before for 9 years. And then I went straight to a 7-year relationship.
Oh, wow.
After that, I had a little playtime. And then I got with the guy who I'm currently dating now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm ready to, I'm ready to settle down. Actually,
Okay.
you know, I mean, it's taken me about 6 years of talking to him,
Yes.
but as friends and getting to know each other, and you know all that, and now it's time. It's time.
I can dig the way that Ciaira said. You know, I wasn't ready.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, they throw it on their ex. You know, well, my ex did this or my ex did that, but she was like, you know what? I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for it. You know what I'm saying? There was some things I needed to do to evolve, to be prepared for this relationship that I'm in now. So that's what's up. So you're not single, but we're gonna talk about.
Oh,
single.
I am. I'm saying it's time. Like,
Oh, okay.
I'm ready to go over to that.
But
like,
you talking to somebody.
I am.
Okay,
I
but you
am.
still single.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
But
So
that's how you date, though. That's how
you're correct. I just
Yeah.
want people that don't understand that dynamic to understand that she's not exclusive with this
Right.
person,
Right.
but she's dating,
Right.
right? And she has somebody she's talking to. She's dating, right? All right, babe, what you got on?
So, just a quick question. So, if and when you decide to, you know, make it exclusive with this guy, are you guys gonna talk about that? Like,
Yes.
okay.
Sooner than later, actually.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I mean, this is something that has recently come up, so it's flowing. It could happen when I get home. That's how soon.
when you get home.
Yeah.
It sounds
seriously.
like this
Wow.
is your timeline.
Yeah. Well, no, it's God's. He told me. He already he prepared me for it. He prepared me for him. And I didn't realize it once again. Like when you're dating somebody and you have the opportunity to sit back and take a minute for yourself and you get to look and you get to see, and God sits you down and he
Right.
sits you down in a way that you have no choice but to see what it is that he's trying to show you. He's not gonna give it all to you, but
Right.
He gave me enough to let me know, you know, and he's like, it's time, you know,
Right.
and here it is. Here we are.
Okay.
Awesome.
So, Mr.
Wow.
Wright, David.
That's good. I wish I could just sit somebody down and say, hey, you know what? This is your time. This is your time to be with the real deal, to be with me. Yes. I'm recently single, you know.
So why is that? Why do you feel you're single at this point?
Just the last deal just didn't work out.
Mm-hmm.
It just wasn't a good fit. It got to the point where it began to be unhealthy, and there was no major cheating or anything like that on her
Right.
end or my end.
Right.
But it was just two adults made a decision that, you know what, maybe it's best for us to kind of go our separate ways.
Just a conflict of interest.
Yeah, when the timing was off,
Right.
and just wasn't a good fit.
Yeah.
So, you know, right now I'm recently single and hey, just got a haircut, so I'm ready.
Single with a haircut is a
Good.
dangerous man.
It looks
man.
good, dude. It
Mhm.
looks
That's a
good,
dangerous
ladies.
man. So, you know, the fact that, you know, sometimes that's why it's key to kind of go through love languages and understand what's your core values when we talk about opposites attract, because sometimes you can kind of see early on that this may not work. Instead of, how long was your previous relationship?
Right at a year.
Almost a year. So that may have, you know, if you would have saw some of these things early on, because basically y'all had to learn each other, basically, right?
Exactly.
And if you learn each other quicker, you can kind of make a decision earlier, and you don't have to necessarily, quote unquote, waste time. You can go to the next person. What you think about that, love?
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
1000%. I agree.
1000%. So I'm back to Ciaira real quick. So what made you set this person down? How did you find this person? Where did you find this person?
I didn't find him. I'm telling you, this situation. That's how I know that this person is for me, because it's interesting. My cousin and her friends were sitting around speaking about the guy, And I was like, who is this guy? Whatever. Let me look him up. You know, it was nothing. And he's light skinned. Everybody knows.
Oh, you like light skin?
No.
Oh, you don't like light skin?
No. I want to know that my man is with me at night. I just don't want to see him. Okay. That's how dark. Okay. My ex was Jamaican, so yeah, I like dark men. You know,
I've seen light skinned Jamaicans before.
Well, I mean, that wasn't my take. You know, it wasn't for me. You know, and so when I seen him, and he is bright, he's a little bit brighter than me actually, and so I was like, oh. But you know what? He did everything that my father told me my man is supposed to do for me. Right. You know, he opens doors. If I open my car door before he do, he's very upset. You know, if I try to pull out some money, he's like, well, what do you know? He you know, so he's a man, you know, and that's what I needed. And it's interesting because I prayed about what I wanted, and God gave it to me and my ex. But then he brought this man here, and I'm like, oh, I didn't even know to pray for him.
Right.
You know, and he was everything that I needed. Plus what I asked for, except for that color, a little bit different. You know, shades was off, but you know, he, you know, and that's how we became friends. And it literally has been history. For real, it's been history.
Okay.
Wow.
Awesome.
So sound like you got your ideal mate.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Dave, what is your ideal mate? What are you looking for in a woman?
Can be physically?
Whatever.
How about we start with, you know,
love,
internal.
You know, a little bit of love.
Well, that's my philosophy. Love doctor. Love doctor. This is my philosophy. I believe the outside will bring me there, and the inside will keep me there. So,
wait a minute.
So from there, I learned that I gotta have a physical attraction.
Yes.
You know? And I'm a little different from Ciaira.
Yes.
It don't matter if you black, white skin, dark skin, Puerto Rican, Mexican, whatever. It don't even matter.
Right.
You know, it's a physical attraction there. I can work with it. But just to touch on the internal part of it, you know, with the loveology, the depths of loveology. I do need somebody that's kind-hearted, that's nice.
Yes.
It's nice and pleasant, sweet.
Right.
And that believe in love.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And
because there's a lot of gold diggers out here.
Yeah, that's they believe in money.
Yes.
But somebody believe in love, and you believe in love, you got to believe in God in order to believe in love.
There you go.
So
there you go.
That's the foundation.
Yes.
There you go.
And just for the record, for the people that listen all across the world, I hate to put it out there like that, but I got to represent Jesus. So I got to love Jesus, not I ain't gonna name no other gods, but Jesus is the one that I prefer.
That you roll with.
Yes, that's correct. I think
That's key.
That's
very key. That's
God
very
is
key.
love. God
So
is
with
love.
that, and if the good God then bless you with a body, that count too.
Yeah.
But here's a question.
Yeah.
Talk to
Because Jason, am
ma'am.
I to remember that you said that you kind of like boobs, like you were a boob man? You like big?
Well, you know.
You cannot lie.
Come on, it's okay.
No. See, so if you remember I was specific.
Yes, I remember, but
Not necessarily boobs.
Yes.
But, you know.
yes.
You know, it's a little bit more specific than just boobs.
Okay, well,
But yeah.
I remember, but I thought that you said that you still liked women with like a bigger chest, which for everybody out there, I don't have the biggest chest. So
She had two babies. So she
But-
got a C cup.
but when dang, you gonna put my cup out there?
You brought it up. You brought it up.
Think-
First lady.
But I bring it up only to say that Jason thought that he liked bigger boobs.
I never said
you
that.
spent
I was
time
being
other-
specific.
okay.
It was
But-
other specifics.
My personality is such that he just forgot all about my
I
smaller
don't think
boobs.
they ever date who or marry who they mess with. Should I say that?
guess
Does
you
that
can
make
say that.
sense?
Yeah.
Because they have a visual of this magazine chick.
Exactly.
But that's not who they
Yeah,
marry, and
but
that's
this
not
is a
who
good-
they want
this
to
is a
marry.
good point.
you
That's
know.
true.
This
but
is a good point.
Real men like Jason Harris
Oh.
fall in love with the person. the body is part of it.
Yes,
Yes.
there
And
should
that's
be a
key.
physical attraction.
But
Yes.
when you say personality, yes, you're right. He do love you, and that's what made him love you, his personality. So whenever he said "I love you," he wasn't thinking about your
Right.
tatas or anything like
Right.
that.
Right.
He was
Right.
thinking about the sweetness and kindness of you and all what you bring.
Because if
Well-
we're going off boobies, I'll never get a husband. Never get a husband. Oh my goodness.
So I mean, back to her point. I guess that's why I was asking, especially in the Instagram age.
Right.
And unfortunately, like I kind of feel sorry for like the younger girls who really grew up in Instagram age because like people are filtered and doctor up, and
Yes.
it's like, well, are you guys being like unrealistic about what a woman body actually looks like?
Yes, when they're young, they're looking. That's all they're looking at when
Yeah.
they're young. That's it. And then once they get to of age, then they're like, you know what, I'm too old for this. Anything will do that treat me right. Like they start just picking, especially when you get in them 30s, and then everybody's having kids. So it's kind of like one of those things, you want to
Yeah.
get somebody that at least compliments you. I think that's most
But
important.
To the Instagram models and Facebook models and social media models, whatever, do men want that? Do we see that and we be pleased and stuff like that? Yes. But we talk about serious relationship, we talk about something going in depth. We can get that, but we can recognize that if she's not worthy of all your time and money, we're not going to be invested. A real man not going to be invested. You know what I'm saying? Now, he might get what he can for that moment because she might have some curves and stuff like that, but the long term, put a ring on it, it won't happen.
Okay, all right. I mean, I've seen some people that get sucked in. They just
No,
They're
being,
just so
being
hooked.
sprung and whipped is another ball game. Anybody can get that, depending on what you run across.
okay.
So,
All right.
so Ciara, I'm gonna ask you this. 'Cause I like bouncing off of her real quick.
Yeah.
So, what is the best way for a single man, to get a single woman? What is the best way? Like, would you accept a person that's off of that DMs you? Would you accept that?
Probably not for me.
Why not?
Because I'm more of a personal person, and to me, why are you even in my DM? Who are you? Like,
because I see you. I may
Uh-huh.
see you as a mutual friend.
okay.
And so how else if I'm attracted to how you look, then I may want to reach out.
well, maybe.
So you automatically knock down all DMs?
It depends on who the friend came from.
Mhm.
Honestly, like if somebody sends me a DM and they're friends with my sister, I'm gonna just block them.
Wow.
Because any of her friends, I'm just gonna block them. But I'm being honest. Somebody sent me from David, I might consider it. I was gonna say you, but somebody did send me a friend request from somebody in y'all family, one of y'all family,
Oh, okay.
and I didn't accept it, so I don't want to say that.
Oh, wow.
But
Wow.
So
No connection.
Ashley, so I guess back the same question, both of y'all. Would you accept someone if you were single? Would you accept somebody DMing you, and maybe y'all can have a relationship?
I mean, that's pretty much what you did.
I mean, but we together. we knew each other. We knew each other already.
yeah, because
We talking about a stranger.
huh?
We talking about a stranger.
But that's how I started talking to the guy through DM.
Mm.
But you was introduced to this guy through
No.
a mutual.
No, I introduced.
I had mutual people.
Well,
right?
when I went and looked at him on Facebook, I sent him a friend request. He DM'd me and said, "Hey, I seen that we have mutual friends." I said, "We only have one mutual friend," and that was my cousin. And he was like, "Well, you're right," because most people don't expect me to be honest. So he was like, "Wow, you're right," and so that's how we started communicating. So I guess in the sense, like I said, it depending on where it's coming from and the person, you're gonna look at a person and be like,
Right.
they got a bunch of cigarettes smoking, weed, and all this. You don't want to, of course not.
Right.
But yeah, of
The
course.
social media do paint a picture, but
Yeah.
a lot of times the girls hold the cards. When
Mhm.
coming down to that, and I have shot my shot in the DM,
The
and they call
DM.
it the inbox
Yes.
or whatever. But
What's your percentage?
it's
in the DM?
it's rough, man. It's rough. I tell you that
Real
right now.
It's
It's
real
rough,
life.
man. Unless they know you, and it's one thing when you be introduced and you kind of converse through a mutual friend, a coworker, cousin, whatever. Then you meet through social media without giving a number at first. So I'll just be social media friends, and you go from there.
Right.
Or you meet somebody in the club and just
Mm-hmm.
say, well, what's your IG? And you kind of go back and forth. Then they feel comfortable because they ain't seen you in real life, and you kind of go back and forth and go from there. But just cold turkey, I'm on Instagram. I see this beautiful lady, and I DM you.
That's
and
a little
say,
weird.
Hey, beautiful.
So that's weird.
Well, no, I have responded to one person one time.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
Before
it's,
you.
it's rough.
Yeah.
Okay. So ladies think it's weird for a guy to DM you and you respond like maybe, hey, what's up?
If we have no contact at all,
Just
yeah,
weird.
I don't.
What's the difference between, because all he did was see your profile picture or you in a different picture. What's the difference between that man seeing you in a club or at church? All he did was just see you.
I don't know. I'm just very, very cautious about that
The internet.
whole thing.
Too much going on, catfishing,
and
identity
all
theft.
all that.
Credit score go down.
all
I
that.
understand. So I still haven't got. I'm
That's
sorry.
why.
I still haven't got what's the number? I know it's kind of hard, but what's the number one way you would receive a referral for a possible boyfriend?
Seeing somebody, because I'm more of the aggressor.
So just out in the public.
Yes.
Okay.
Anywhere. It could be at the gas station. It doesn't matter where the place is. It's just I'm a more face-to-face type of person, and I can read you better. I can get that BS or that good. It could weigh for me.
Right.
More
So
personal.
basically, fellas, if you see a girl and you think you like her, pull up and talk to them.
Yes.
Don't be afraid. Talk. What do you think, babe? What's the number one way? Same thing?
Yeah, I don't have a number one way. Like, I mean, it was the same,
Right. So basically just pull up.
Yeah, just I mean, I came from, my grandmother would always say, if a man wants you, he'll come get you. So I've never been I've always let men come to me.
Yeah.
So if you're just a little too shy to come, no.
David,
That's real. Just to touch on the DM and inbox, the social media world. I think it's 2019. It's part of society, and I try to take advantage of it.
Right.
It has been
technology, right?
Technology. It has been a low percentage on trying to go so far to break bread and get the number, but I have gotten response. I haven't gotten, oh man, I don't know you. How dare you inbox me? Why is you in my DM? Whatever. No,
You didn't get that.
No. If I say, oh man, you got a nice outfit, or you look beautiful, or something like that, I get a heart emoji or thanks or something like that. But if I get to the point where I'm trying to, hey, what's your number or something like that, that don't work out. That's
Did they go silent on you?
Yeah, no call, no show.
No.
So here's a quick question: would you ever try to hit somebody up on LinkedIn?
LinkedIn
That's
it is a professional site, and I try to keep the integrity of that, so I keep that professional. But I have some pretty faces there, even though they don't have nothing to do with my industry. You know what I'm saying? So and kind of befriend, hope to network a little bit. But no, I have never pushed the envelope in LinkedIn.
Okay.
I think if I was single, I'd probably try LinkedIn.
Yeah, Jason would definitely try.
YouTube. It don't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm open. I'm open.
Yeah, he need to get kicked off LinkedIn doing that, But okay, I'm just curious.
So, keep it on you, Mr. Roby. What do you think is
real deal?
Real deal. What do you think is the most difficult thing about finding Mrs. Right?
The most difficult thing about finding Mrs. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, why haven't you found her yet? What's
the most difficult thing? Talk to us.
At first, I had bad breath for a couple of years. Then
I can't.
That kind of hurt me early in the game. Then my sister taught me, don't just brush your teeth, brush your tongue. And so that kind of saved me a little bit. So, but here lately, I got that fixed. That's a good question, man. I'm not sure. I made a decision where I'm gonna just get myself prepped, be the best man I can be, and provide a good, healthy relationship. And somebody gonna see that,
right?
And from there, just be patient. Now, from there, I think we're in a society where, they influence like the guys influence. Like the guys want to read hip hop and wear, saggy pants or do whatever,
Right.
girls influence that too. They like I love Lil Waynes and Drakes and Snoop Dogg's and Jay-Z's of the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of popular. That kind of that swag. So, I ain't know, you ain't coming out freestyling and rapping and doing all that, come out bling bling. It can be a difference maker sometimes, I think.
Right.
So,
same question to you, Ciara. What is the most difficult thing about finding Mr. Right?
For me personally, I'm too much of a guy girl. So it took me a while.
Explain that to me.
I think like a man, but I am a woman.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very hard for me when a man comes to me and I already know his game before he even had 5 minutes to speak to me. So it's like, I need you to pass. Okay, we're not wasting no time on that. Pass. We're not wasting no. I mean, it literally is like that for me. So. Right. I'm just not going to fall for anything. I'm not going for, and I don't think anybody deserves me. Not my number, my body, my time, you know? So.
And I think for ladies, I think y'all have a challenge because you have so many guys coming at you. How do you, and it's you, Ashley, as well, when you were single, how do you know, okay, pass, or, I mean, you have your obvious ones like calling out your name, hey, what's up, baby? Obviously no. But how do you know when to take a chance and just give out your number or not? How do you know?
Zodiac sign.
Oh, you go off the zodiac sign.
That's the truth.
So,
promise to God. I want to know your zodiac sign before I know your name.
Wow.
Honestly, I'm going to ask you that too, and I'm not going to waste no time.
So, okay, Ashley, what about you?
I think I'm a person that like to laugh. So
if I crack a joke,
yeah,
I have a chance.
A guy got my number at a gas station because he made me laugh.
Okay.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay. I hope y'all taking this in. So what
I like that.
You said, so you're a Pisces, right?
Yes.
So what sign are you looking for?
How about found? Sagittarius.
Okay.
It's the best. It is.
That's
for
December,
me.
Is that December, November?
End of November till December 21st.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's for me. That's personally, the best sign for me because I'm very aggressive. And it takes somebody who can be like, listen, I'm not taking that mess with you today. You need to sit down and act right. I don't care.
Gemini couldn't do that?
No, because see, I have 12 personalities. They got about 3 or 4, 5 or 20 or something like that. We been there and done that. Okay, so we ain't going back, Jason. Clear it up.
She's expert.
I'm a Gemini.
I know. I threw you away too.
So I've read up on the Pisces. They're the last astrology sign, and they supposedly went through all the struggles and the pains of all other signs. So it's like they're chasing. They're kind of like got a twin or something too. That's why you see the fish chasing each other. You know what I'm saying? It's chasing its own tail. So I thought that was interesting.
Very dope.
Yeah. And so David, we as men, that's their challenge to cipher through so many women. But we have a challenge, or so many men. Sometimes women do.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Oh, it's true.
But
it's true.
But we have a challenge because they have been attacked so many times. And when it's your time, finally, you don't know this woman, but you see her. She make a little twinkle in your eye. It's a challenge. How do you stand out before in front of about 17 different people that just tried to holler at her 2 hours ago? How do you stand out?
Wow. I wish I knew how to stand out. I guess I need to say I'm an Aquarius, 6 foot tall and light skinned. But it's tough on light skinned guys. I gotta come up with some new jokes, I guess. According to Ashley.
Yeah, make me laugh. Yeah,
make somebody laugh. I've been using knock jokes for a long time.
Make sure you got that mint.
Yeah.
You want to know the line that the guy laid on me?
Wow. Please tell. Wow.
I still remember the line.
Exclusive.
Yes. Yes, we'll use it tonight.
Maybe it wasn't funny. Let's find out. Okay.
What's the
I
line?
was pumping the gas and he rolled up behind me in his car and he said, what did he say? He said, excuse me, are you single? And I was like, yes. He said, oh, you must be crazy because you way too fine to be single. And then he drove off.
Drove off.
And you stopped him, then gave you your number
No,
to
he
him?
came back around. He said, I was just playing.
Oh, that was not
Okay.
Ashley.
He said you must be crazy to be singing and he drove off. Like, I ain't
That's
fooling
not a
with you.
joke.
Yeah.
I see what he's saying.
I see it now.
It's humorous because he drove off.
Yes.
Like, I'm not fooling with you. You
Yeah.
crazy.
And then he came
But
back
then he
around.
circled back around.
And he was laughing and he's like, I'm just playing. So that's not funny?
No.
I get it.
Yeah, I can.
It's too corny. I'd rather tell a tomato joke. I mean, come on. Y'all heard
Maybe
that
I'm
before.
just not
Y'all
telling
remember
it
that.
right. He was very
No, I-
handsome too. Maybe that was the
Maybe that
problem.
was
I don't
it.
know.
Maybe that was what you seen. That's what you seen, Ashley. I seen that too. Cause
That
I
count.
could
That
have.
count.
You know what? Maybe
funny-
next
Laughter
time.
do work.
Yeah.
Work. Usually I can get in there on some laughter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Tell some jokes, make them laugh.
Yeah.
Feel comfortable.
Yeah, you're typically
like that.
the life of the crowd. You're
I
life of the
told
party.
you.
Yeah.
I told you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can
told you.
hold the floor down a little
So,
bit.
so now let's reverse it on you because I know some guys. I mean, some girls.
No guys,
No
make
guy.
that correction. Make the correction, man. It's no guys. All women. All women. For the record. Cut that up. Cut my mic up. For the record. All women. I'm the ages. What's my range? I don't know. Go ahead. Go ahead.
30.
So
27.
I know you had your share in your lifetime of women coming at you, right?
I have had my hand.
Right.
I have.
So talk to me. How do you for the single ladies out there that are aggressive? What are you looking for when a woman approaches you?
First of all, I'm sorry,
Go
but
ahead, go
is
ahead.
is
What's-
aggressiveness okay for you? Like if a woman comes up and approaches you? That's the first question I had.
To be exact, my ex came at me.
Uh-huh.
We was at a birthday party for one of my fellow coworkers,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't say nothing to her all night. Outside of when she first came in, hey, welcome myself. Hey, how y'all doing? Have a good time. And leaving, I caught her. I said, man, how you gonna leave without giving me a dance? And she said, well, I gotta go. I said, all right, that's what's up. And I didn't really shoot my shot. I let it be. But she came to the party through a mutual friend, and through the mutual friend, she requested my number. So here it is, 12:30, 1 o'clock at night. I get a phone call. I get a text say, hey, this is me. Hope it's okay. I got your number, blah, blah, blah. And so she shot her shot at me.
I still feel like you made the first move.
I broke the ice, but I didn't ask for a number
Oh,
at
okay.
all. I just
Yeah,
let her
okay.
walk. I let her go.
And a lot of times were you the life of the party for that event as well?
She hindsight, yes, she did notice me that night.
Because
And,
Dave really takes, the stage on different events and parties. So
Don't forget he introduces everybody.
right. And normally when you're like on the stage, a lot of women look at you like, oh, he's the life of the crowd. So that's cool.
I'd rather, just to answer the question, yes, I do like people to be clear and precise. So that maybe that come with some boldness.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to play games. Hey, let me know you want to break bread. Let's break bread.
Right.
If I caught y'all, hey, that's what's up.
Yeah.
So-
go
go
ahead
ahead,
with
yes,
your
sir.
question. Finish your question.
No,
then.
I was gonna direct that to the women because women shoot their shot too. Have you ever shot your shot to somebody?
No.
You haven't? Why not?
Because I took it very seriously when I was told that if a man wants you, he'll come get you. So what I became attracted to was a man that was bold enough to come and approach me. And that's what I'm attracted to.
I could have sworn you winked your eyes at me a few
Nah, I
times.
didn't. No, it didn't. I mean, and smiling at a guy to let them know that they're welcome is totally different
That's
than
true.
me going over to talk to you.
That's
So I'm not saying there's anything wrong with women being aggressive at all. I'm just saying that that's just, it stuck in me. Like I was told that as a little girl, like if a man wants you, he'll come get you. And that is what I became attracted to. That's what I'm attracted
Jason
to.
came to get you that night. I remember you
Oh,
was
yeah.
dancing with that guy. I was eyewitness too.
Yeah.
And she looked at him like, what you gonna do? Yeah, he got me now, but Yeah, what you gonna do? And sure enough, Jason Harris came over there and got his wife, and that's when it started.
Yeah, he couldn't get me if he wasn't, because the other guy was gonna have me, because he was after me too.
Please.
So he knew what he had to do.
You know that Gemini ego, please. That ego.
Wow.
So Ciara,
I
have
remember
you reached out? Have you
I
shot
have.
your shot? How did that go?
My ex, I was with him for 7 years actually, and I met him the day that he came home from deployment. It was very interesting. He came and got gas because you get your car off the truck or whatever when they let you get your car, and he had his motorcycle actually, and he came to the first gas station he got to, and I was there getting gas with my mom and my sister, and I walked up to his motorcycle. He was paying for his gas. I didn't even know who he was or hadn't seen him at all. And I looked up, and he was this chocolate man with some very beautiful teeth, and he had this Jamaican accent, and it was just wonderfulness. And so I said, oh, and it kind
How
of
you
went from
doing?
there. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Well, and that's how that happened. But
Okay. Well, I want to kind of go back to Dave. I'm gonna put him on the spot. I just because Ciara has already said, like, she was evaluating some things and she had to work on some stuff. And so when you get out of a relationship, do you take time to analyze what went wrong or what happened in the relationship?
Exactly.
Okay, so give me some specifics.
You know what?
Because we try to help people.
I do believe every relationship that you can pull from it, the good and the bad, and you learn from it, and that's part of life. Just specifically, I recognize some of the small stuff that we might have had some arguments about that I could have took the high road or not even waste time on some mundane stuff that, don't really matter. It's really not affecting the relationship core, and I might have let it go there. I let myself get upset and go there. So I learned to be, to qualify these differences that we might have and not let that carry so much weight towards the relationship. So I kind of took heed to that to, let me do better. We better communicate, and we better humble myself or take the high road and recognize that, hey, this is a fight that's not worthy of damaging the relationship, and just do a better job doing that. So that's something that I pulled.
Awesome. Okay.
So let me. You have something else?
No, I just want to say, because I'm a big proponent of, everybody comes into your life to teach you something.
Yeah.
And everybody is your teacher, no matter what happened. And so I'm just a big proponent of people, when you get out of a relationship, just like taking some time and analyzing and really, figuring out what went wrong or not, or just what I could have done better or what they could have done better. And then, moving on and learning your lessons and not making those mistakes again. So I just wondered what, you had.
No, that's real.
Yeah.
That's real.
agreed.
Yes.
So it's just anyone can jump on it. What do y'all think about this new age technology? Right, people don't want to accept you on Facebook, Instagram. You can't do the DM. Right, it's kind of hard to go to clubs. People shooting up clubs nowadays. So what do y'all think about dating sites?
Oh my goodness, I just begin to open up the possibilities to go to some of these dating sites, the eHarmony, Black People Meet, Plenty of Fish, all this stuff, which I consider, I can say nonsense, but I consider just, I was above that,
Right.
But I chose to say, hey, social media is the same thing. You get to see the profiles and see stuff. But what I did, I think somebody said, it might have been somebody in this room that told me that, hey, these people that own these dating sites, they looking to date. So when you do come to them, the inbox, usually y'all was on the same page. You know what I'm saying? I'm single, you single, and we looking for someone to date. And he was my real interest. Somebody taking the time to pay for things like that. So I have been open to it. I haven't built a profile. I haven't paid no type of dues. But I'm open. And Loveology, if y'all can donate to Brother Roby. I'm willing to take any donations on that for a site of what y'all prefer. You know what? This is on the record. Loveology, whatever you recommend, I will build a site for me.
Okay. We might take you up on that. We may follow your progress too. This would be a good experiment.
Yes. I'm sorry, Ciara. Go ahead.
I'm not doing it. I'm sorry.
So you don't do dating sites?
No, I'm very much about love. I think, love is everything, everywhere and everything, but I need to see you personally in my face, and I need to know that that's you first before I even grow any type of piece of attachment to you. I need to know that you are who you say you are.
Right.
Period. And for me, I just don't trust it. And it could be fine, but they didn't have that stuff back in the day, and they found people just fine. I think whoever's supposed to be with you is going to find their way to you outside of that internet, and that's how it's gonna be. Period. So
that's interesting. It's kind of, so you're not saying that it's a soulmate, but if you're supposed to be together, y'all are gonna find each other.
Right.
Well, what if that's through the internet?
I mean, like I said, if it's supposed, like I said, because my situation right now, we started through the internet, but that's what I mean when I say that. So I don't want to say that for Dave, that could be the way for him, but for me, on a personal note, I'm not gonna go out of my way and start a page just for that. You know what I mean? And as a woman, now that I do know. Now, today, I know, but a few years ago or even a year ago or 2 months ago, I didn't know, I'm not supposed to be looking for anybody anyway. They're supposed to be looking for me. I'm supposed to be doing me, working on me. And so I did all my work and it worked out, So, I'm just not an internet person,
For the record, let me say this. I can't not have an internet relationship, That can be the beginning. And I can't do long distance. I would rather not do long distance, but the internet would be the beginning. If I can meet somebody that's looking for a serious, and that can be the angle to go at, but the relationship got to be physical, meet in person, date, do the whole spiel. So, but just to get the party started, I'm open to meet there on the internet. Then after that, we ain't got to talk no more.
So, Dave, let me ask you this question: what do you think about the person? I don't want to know. I want to, because Ashley and Jason doesn't know my friend, but you do. So I want you to give. I mean, your take on us or the situation, or if you think because he knows them. You know what I mean? So he knows a little bit.
I think that if this gentleman that you're talking about that I have met. And she's pretty legit. This guy is a pretty stand-up guy, good guy. If he sits you down, Ciara, and look in your eyes and say, hey, let's make it happen. Let's be together. And that's it. I think you should say yes to his proposal of being together as boyfriend, girlfriend, to whatever.
Right.
And make the moves from there. Because I believe he is a stand-up guy, good guy.
Okay.
So that's my
So
I
know, like, again, women have a lot of people coming at them, and men, we have a few people coming at them. So I would think women have more of prerequisites that they're looking for, right?
Definitely.
So before I go to women, I want to ask men, David, what are some of your prerequisites? Would you date a woman that has kids now, or are you looking for? Is it height need to be above 4 feet? What's some of your? I know we kind of touched on it.
Yeah, we touched on it a little bit,
but I want to get specific. Let's start off with the kids.
They a good politician, boy. He go.
Yeah,
he don't go specific.
You got kids, then you got crumb snatchers. So no crumb snatchers.
Okay.
No, that was a joke.
But it's true. It's true.
That was a joke. This my thing with ladies with kids. I am open, and one preferably. Can I go more? Possibly. Depends. And this the non-negotiable. The non-negotiable for me would be I want 2 of my own. I want 2 little Robies of my own. So if you
got
oven,
5,
if you got
you
5, you
gotta
got
have
7. Got 10 or 12, get a dozen.
Why you want 2? You can't have one?
I want one, at least 1 or 2. I want a boy and a girl, preferably.
Yeah.
I mean, but you may not even get that. You know,
I can produce some 80, 90. Good God, take me. That's the science. Last I checked, I'm good.
Yes, but I'm just saying, like, some people get 2 boys, some people get 2 girls.
He's definitely
that's
gonna
true.
have a girl first.
I'd rather
James too.
So the women that's out there that has kids, I am open.
Yeah.
I'm willing to treat theirs like mine, but I do want 2 of my own.
Right.
And a lot of women want me to count theirs. So, well, hey, I give you 1, then this one, then you got 2. That's true. I want 2 Roby kids.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
So
I want to specifically. I want a boy to carry on my name. I just want a little princess.
right.
So.
And correct me if I'm wrong. Typically, when guys, their prerequisites for a female is a lot of times it's a physical prerequisite.
Yeah, because when we asked this question earlier, he went straight to the physical.
I'm a booty man, for the record.
Okay.
So just to clear that up.
So for the women, a lot of times, some people want tall, this and that, but a lot of times it's more asset prerequisites. So, he got to have a credit score at least 650. Do you have any?
He gotta be a man.
Okay.
Period. And he has to be able to handle me.
Okay.
And that's
so you
what
have a
my
man mentality.
Yes, because I have 2 men, and in my man,
Your boys.
yeah, my sons are pretty big. Okay, so it's gonna take a man to be able to speak to my sons, because my man may not be tall as my sons. I mean, I have a son that's 6'6", for Christ's sake. So, he may not be as tall, but he know that he better not walk up on him.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And he
Right.
can teach my son some things, and so it's just certain. It's the normal aspects. Like I said, I'm very back in the day type way that I am. So I like for my man to let me be a wife, and I like for my man to be my man. And that's just my basic guideline. I honestly, as difficult as I am, I'm really not asking for that much. Honestly, I just need you to handle your business. Let me handle mine. I'm gonna do my part. You do your part. Period. And whatever we do it, 100%. You do your 100%. I do my 100%. Whatever that may be.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, well, for me, I think you kind of you asked the question about like how do women know, like, weed through, and I actually made a list, and sometimes when people talk about the list, it's like full of unrealistic expectations, I think, but I felt like mine was pretty, I'll break it out one time on one episode, but I felt like mine was pretty, I just really thought about, internally what they were like. You are it and more, but,
How long did it take you to come up with this list?
I don't know. I think I did it in one day. But, yeah, I just kind of like, wrote down my non-negotiables and, just to weed out certain things. Like, no, and I was very honest with myself about what I wanted and what I didn't want. You know?
So you're telling all the single people, because this is Loveology, we're here to help others and learn all this good stuff. So you're telling them to pull out their cell phones and start a note page of a list of what their potential mate would be.
I'm just saying that that's what helped me.
Right.
I'm not saying that that's what anybody else, because sometimes, like, unless I get very specific about what was on my list, I think people will jump to some very things that don't really matter. Like, I mean, maybe it does or maybe it doesn't, but like I didn't put any
like
your salary. I didn't put the salary of what my man or what sort of education he had to have or anything like that.
So give us some of the stuff that you put on your list.
I did say ambitious, and I did say that he needs to enjoy knowledge and enjoy learning and know that learning is a lifelong thing. So what comes with that? A lot of good stuff, but so I tried to get to like the root of what I really, really liked.
Right.
And that is what I desired, is somebody who loves knowledge and wants to continue to learn. And more than likely, some good things are going to come with a person who loves knowledge and loves to and continue to learn.
So you kind of made your list a long time ago. You knew pretty much what you wanted in your head, but at the same time, it kind of grows on you with Jason, even now today with you guys being married.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Awesome.
For
sure.
If I may.
Yes.
Piggyback
I'm
off.
not.
Let me piggyback off what Ashley and Ciaira is saying.
Aggressive.
I totally agree. I think everybody has some type of mental list if they haven't written one down. And
Do you think they need to write it down?
if
Mental.
I think people, you can, it would benefit if that works for you.
Mm-hmm.
Some people do got the mental capacity to know what they want and kind of move, carry things through. But I think in order for a relationship to be successful, 100% successful, I think you got to be in a position to give 100%. And in order to do that, like, for example, one thing is on my list, I ain't got to write it. I know I can't deal with a cigarette smoker.
Right.
And I know I'm not going to be able to give her 100% knowing that she smokes cigarettes. So, that's kind of part of the list, written down, not written down. But
That's
I think,
kind of like
I think
being big or small, being too big or too small. That's one of
or
those
women-
things that you may be able to work with or on. You never know. I'm just saying.
yeah, it's
I
possible. But
I was just telling Dave, I won't, sometimes you got to step outside your category,
Right.
because you don't ever know what it's supposed
That's
to
a
be
possibility. That's
for
true.
you. And you may be the person that can help that person. Maybe they stressed out because they don't have you. And they smoking that cigarette. I'm just giving you examples. Seriously.
It's possible.
And then you can go and you can help them and be like, hey, and then that you took it away. So I'm just
but on
saying.
projects like that, it's,
So
it's
some
tough.
things are non-negotiable. 'cause
Some
I'm
things
allergic
are.
to
That's
cigarette
true.
smoke.
Some things are. I mean, the things like he said, he learned that there's certain things that you can just let go, and there's certain things that you just cannot let go. But some things, some people. He just brought that one up.
I just believe to put yourself in the best position to give yourself 100% towards relationship.
I agree.
Because that's what it takes in today's market of all the DMs and inboxes that everybody get, all the different, the disrespect that's out there towards marriage and boyfriend-girlfriend engagements. People still shooting their shots, and you need to be in a position where mentally you can give this person 100%. So it's good to have a lot of those things on the list, mentally a written down list, so you can give this person 100% in order for that relationship to be working.
Okay. So
You got to know what you want first.
Yeah.
That's key.
I think this is a great topic, and it's definitely going to be something we'll probably be diving in more because, being single is, I think there's not necessarily the majority of people's lives, but especially on the early stages of life, being single is going to be the majority part. If you 20 or 30 years old, you've probably been single with more of your life than you have been in a relationship. So, Ciaira, let's start with you. Give us some closing remarks on our single people out here in this world. Just some closing remarks.
Take your time. I mean, it's just that simple. If you have God, if you know God, if you have a relationship with God, just keep Him front and center in it, and take your time. I mean, what's supposed to be for you, it's gonna be for you. When it's supposed to happen, it's going to happen. It's not gonna happen no sooner or no slower. Just take your time and let Him do the work.
Okay, Mr. Roby, what's your closing remarks for our single?
Love is real, and it will happen for everyone that want it. And just like I say, pick it back off her. Be patient. It's coming, and just believe in it.
And I guess what about you, love? You can close.
If anybody want David Roby number, just holler at us, and we can hook you up. Maybe
Gotta be for real. You gotta be for real. No Scorpios, no Geminis.
What's
Just holler at Loveology.
What's your Instagram?
Podcast.
You want to give out your Instagram handle?
Real deal, Roby 27.
There it is. Real deal, Roby.
Hit him up.
27.
DMs only.
That's all I got.
And my closing remarks on this is like Ciaira said, definitely be patient. My main thing is definitely know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Get to the bottom of who is, Jason Harris. Who are you? What makes me tick? Right?
I like it.
And really get that understanding, because in order to find Mrs. Right, you got to be Mr. Right.
Amen.
Right?
Amen.
If you want Mr. Right, you got to be Mrs. Right.
Amen.
So it's certain things that we all can do to better ourselves. And I say just take your time, know thyself,
Mm-hmm.
and just do you, because everything else will fall in place.
Agreed.
Yeah, and I just like what Ciaira was saying about self-development and what you were saying, I heard when I was single, just take your time and develop yourself. Like just quick example, I couldn't cook that well. And, if I want a family, I started preparing for my spouse.
Right.
Because what we gonna eat, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you say you want a husband and children, but you don't know how to prepare anything,
Right.
So
Right.
if you're single, if you want to stay single, that's great. But if you want somebody, just take your time, like we've all said, and
Start babysitting.
yeah.
Right.
Develop, prepare yourself for your partner.
And just be the best version of you.
Yeah, focus
be
on being the
real.
best version of you.
Be real, because if you're not real, then all you're doing is faking yourself out in your partner, because you're gonna turn back to who you are. Really.
Exactly.
Right. Eventually.
That's so true.
Yeah.
A lot of people appetite for being single is more than appetite for being in a relationship. And
Right.
that can be a problem.
Right.
But yeah, go ahead.
So no. And I really appreciate you guys, Ciaira and David, taking your time to be in
Absolutely.
on Loveology. We really appreciate
Love
it.
it.
Yes.
We
Thank
we
you.
had an extra time. Thank you. Shouts out to them. So again, we will have a discussion this Wednesday on Facebook. So make sure y'all
We do.
tune in. It's gonna be live. That'll be 6:00 Pacific, 8:00 Central, and 9:00 Eastern. Be sure to check us out on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, all that good stuff. Rate and review.
Rate and review.
Rate and review. And don't forget to always share the love, because you just don't know who may need to hear this
That's
information, right? So share the love, be safe, and be great, right?
Thanks for having us.
No worries. Y'all have a blessed one, and catch y'all next time.
Loveology.
You've been listening to the Loveology podcast. Did you have fun with us today? Tell a friend about our show. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter to keep the conversation going. Be sure to subscribe so you'll never miss an episode. Visit us at loveologypodcast.com. Thanks for listening. Until next time, Loveologists.